Hey guys, real quick, I want to show you how to make this Rustic American flag. Now, the others that I have go from a small, which is 13 by 24.5, to the jumbo, which is 4 foot by 8 foot. This is the desktop, and it's 10 by 18.5. And it would be perfect for any desk. It'd be perfect as a teacher's gift, perfect as a Christmas present for someone. Just something small, and it's something that your kids can probably get in there and help you with. There's not a lot of stuff on it. There's nothing on the back. These boards are stained. There's no strips on the back to staple together, but all of these boards are stapled and glued together, and it turned out pretty good. Check it out.
First of all, I need 13 strips, just like with the other flags. These strips are 3/4 by 3/4, and I'm cutting them 18.5 inches long. I'm using scrap wood from other flags to make these. Here I'm ripping the strips on the table saw to 3/4 inch wide. Once I put the 13 strips together, it'll give me a total of 9 3/4 inch high. Always use push sticks on the table saw. Don't get your hand too close to the blade. Once I have the 13 strips ready to go, I go ahead and get out the stain. Now this is just an old dark walnut I had laying around the shop. Stain it good on both sides and wipe it off good. This stain, I'll let it dry, and then I can come back and paint it. When you paint it, it will cause the grain to pop, and this stain will show through. Here I'm just using a plastic stencil that I made to mark the top 7 strips of this flag. This will give me the mark for the union, and I'll know where to tape it off when I start painting the red and the white. As you can see, I'm just using painter's tape on these strips. I don't have to worry about the bleed over because I'm just using a spray paint, and I'm not going to put it on there heavy enough to worry about bleed over like you have to worry about with the stain. Taping up the strips on this small flag is made pretty quick and simple with this painter's tape. The painter's tape is 1 inch wide and the strips are 3/4 inch wide, so it goes pretty quick. First, I pull out a few of the strips that need to be painted red. I don't want that covered too heavily. I want to hit it lightly so that the dark walnut stain will show through once that grain pops and it dries. Here I'm doing the same thing with the white spray paint, spraying it lightly so that you can see that dark walnut once it dries, and that's what will give it the antique or the rustic look. Next, I'll remove the tape that covers the union. Once I have that removed, it is ready to put together. Putting this flag together is simple enough. Simply gluing between each strip and then stapling each strip. I staple each strip to the strip below it. After stapling the second strip to the first, I then staple the third strip to the second, and so on, making sure I glue between each one, and I use 4 staples per strip. Once you have your flag put together, wipe off any excess glue, and I lay mine on a good flat surface to make sure it's not warped, cupped, or twisted. If you have ripped your boards squarely, you should not have any issues with this at all. At this time, if the paint is good and dry on the flag, go ahead and put a scrap piece of wood on top of it and weight that down with something. That way the flag will lay flat until the glue dries. I used a small miter saw. I find it easier and quicker to tape the flag up after I've put it together. I tape the lines around the union and then add some paper for overspray. Then I can spray the blue on the union. Here's where I got a little ahead of myself. I wanted to see the color of the blue against the rest of the flag, so I untaped it. But then I had to retape it when it was time to paint the stars. So at this point, if you can be patient and leave the tape on, let the blue dry, then you will not have to retape it when you paint the stars. I chose to use a vinyl stencil since I was using spray paint for this union. Once I applied the vinyl stencil, then I was able to go back and reapply the tape to prevent any overspray on the flag. Now that I have the flag taped up again, I can spray the stars with the white paint. Keep in mind, I'm spraying the stars lightly, which will help create the antiqued or rustic look. Once the white paint has dried, go ahead and remove your stencil, your tape, and your paper, and you have a cool little antiqued flag. A pretty quick and easy way to make a rustic American flag.
All right, guys, that's it. Just a quick little video there. I want to show you how to make this desktop flag. Again, perfect for a desk. It's 10 by 18.5. Perfect for a teacher's gift. Perfect for Christmas present. It's just a cool little flag to have. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoy this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, have a great day.